Hello, friends. It is me, Dr. Janet Roark, coming to you live from Central Texas. We had a little freeze this week, or last week, the end of last week, and we got back up into the 50s today. So, whew, that was short-lived, thank goodness. Hopefully, it'll be nice the rest of this week. I will be outside most of the week working with horses, so I appreciate my nice weather when I have to do that. So, all right, everyone. So this is my weekly Q&A that is for you. So if you have a question, go ahead and pop it in the chat. If you have a question about essential oils and animals, try to keep it compliant. And if you're using an essential oil today, let me know what you're using and why. Maybe not why, at least what you're using and how. And I am today I'm loving lime oil. Loving lime oil in my water. And I just absolutely love it. Also using my Soul number 3 head lotion because it's winter. And seriously, my skin is so dry. It's crazy. All right. So I do have a thing for all of you. I have a gift for all of you that are in the membership group. So if you're not in the membership group, you should join. We have a Valentine's for you guys. I talked about it in my live just an hour ago at 6:00. And if you're on my email list, then you'll get that as well. So I made up some punny animal Valentines for all of you to enjoy. So definitely check that out. If you're not on my email list, I like to send out fun things like that and recipes and recaps of what we talk about every week in the Q&A in case it's something you might be interested in so you can go back and watch the replay if you missed the live. If you want to get on that email list, there's a link somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure what it is. So I know for sure you'll get on it if you go and grab my pet safety guide. So go to essentialoilvet.com/pet safety, enter your email on there, and you will get on my email list for future awesome things. All right. Let's see. Oh no. Okay. So our first question is from Robin. Robin, your profile picture is so beautiful. Okay. My 8-week-old chocolate lab puppy has a knot where they gave her the vaccines. Is there a safe oil for that? So if it gets to be too big or your puppy starts to feel lethargic or anything like that, or vomiting or has not wanting to eat or something like that, or is having trouble moving their neck, definitely contact your vet that gave the vaccines and go take them in. But if it's just a little knot, that's not uncommon, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. But I really like to use diluted Roman chamomile on that. So diluted Roman chamomile. If you don't have Roman chamomile, you can use the Kids Calmer blend that's already diluted right on that area. Do that 3 times a day. Until it starts to go down. It should go down pretty quickly. So really good question. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Taylor, what should I feed my dog or diffuse? Well, my border collie puppy is on her first heat cycle. So calming oils are going to be your best bet. He is normal, so sometimes that drives people crazy, but so calming oils like lavender, some clary sage, a little bit of the Kids calming blend. Calmer is excellent. You can rub that right on the ear tips. And certainly you can give copaiba internally as well to help calm things down. Charlene is using Smart and Sassy in my water. It's called Slim and Sassy here, and I like Smart and Sassy way better because I feel like it makes you smarter. Like you're smart if you do that. Now, I don't really like the taste of that particular one, so more power to you, girl. Kara is using Madagascar vanilla on my wrists. Oh my gosh, that is heavenly. It is my favorite smelling oil for sure. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. And I love using it topically like that. That's really awesome. Some people like to use it in their diffuser. I like to use it topically or in my bath. Maggie says, oil of the day is digestin on my husky because he's so gassy. Maggie, don't forget to also use some digestive enzymes like Terrazyme, maybe with his meal tonight, to help with that as well. Maybe a little bit of pumpkin to help soothe whatever it is that's upsetting it. Sylvia from Monroe, Michigan. Nice to see you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Anita has a Corgi, 1-year-old, that has a small cut on her neck. What oil could I use to ward off infection and aid in healing? So there are a few oils that help with this. Frankincense, myrrh, lavender, great helichrysum are all excellent. And that's actually in one of my recipes. And so if you actually want to make up the skin rejuvenating spray is what it's called. It's an excellent wound healing spray that helps with infection as well. EssentialOilVet.com/recipes. Look for the skin rejuvenating spray. And that is pretty much one of my favorite recipes of all time. And you can just keep it handy because you can use it on people, you can use it on horses, cats, dogs, it doesn't matter. They tend to get into scrapes and scuffles and cuts and bruises and things like that. And that works for all of them. And I use it on myself quite often as well. So, working with animals tend to get a little cuts are a natural thing with those sharp kitty claws and um, sharp horse teeth and things like that that I'm working on. So, Robin, Roman chamomile diluted, always dilute with animals. Yes, always dilute. Always dilute. And if you want the dilution guide, that essentialoil.com /pet safety, that guide, page 15 is my dilution guide. So if you need help with like dilution and how to dilute and things like that, if you're not in my membership group, you can definitely download that pet safety guide for free and get that information there. Let's see. Yeah. Deanna says, my King Corso, thinking my King Corso might have ear mites. Ears look clear and clean, but it started continuing nonstop shaking and scratching his ears. What's good to use that's not a store chemical? Thanks. So it's probably not mites. It's probably the start of an ear infection or yeast or bacteria. It could be mites, I guess, but that's not super common with dogs. So what I would recommend is cleaning it really well you can use witch hazel, a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there, clean them out really well. And that is kind of a natural astringent and it helps dry out the ears. And then on a cotton ball or cotton swab, you can use some diluted frankincense or copaiba and lavender, and then make sure you dilute it first and then swipe it around on the inside of the ear. Don't drip it down into the ear canal. Never, ever, ever put essential oils down into the ear canal, but you can swipe it around in there and that will help a lot. Diane says, my 4-month-old puppy loves Roman chamomile. A lot of dogs love Roman chamomile. I love Roman chamomile, especially after vaccines like that. So it's really, really good. Let's see. Oh, yes. The Slim and Sassy capsules are so much better. Okay. Diane says, can I use tea tree oil on growth on my dog? Do not use tea tree oil on dogs, guys. Do not use it. It is very hard for them to metabolize. It doesn't really work that well on growths anyways. So I would recommend using frankincense instead. Frankincense is excellent. It's very safe. It can be metabolized very easily by dogs. And I would recommend make sure it's a brand that is actually pure. I had a couple of people have bad reactions with frankincense, and it comes to find out the brand that they were using actually was putting like tea tree oil in their frankincense, or other synthetic things that were not actually frankincense. And so really make sure it's like a pure brand. The brands I like and recommend: doTERRA, Young Living, Animalio, all excellent brands that you can use with dogs. Okay. All right. I personally use doTERRA. If you need some, please message me. I will hook you up. All right. Laura, I'm not sure. How do you apply essential oils? How do you apply what? I don't remember what your question was. Let's see. Yeah. Carolyn says, my 7-year-old Kelpie is licking her paws and scratching one of her eyes until she rolls the fur off. It's not mean. I've tried a bit of copaiba fractionated coconut oil. She's not fond of oils except sandalwood. She's still itchy. The vets have no idea what's causing it. Any ideas? So that sounds like some kind of allergy. I'm not going to lie. And I am doing a webinar on allergies in the membership group on the 18th. So I'd recommend you come over there, watch that. There's no easy answer for this. Obviously, your vets are stumped, so it's not an easy solution. And I would highly, highly recommend you come to that webinar in the membership group if you want to join the membership group. It's only $27 for the month. My webinars are usually $37, so you actually save money by joining the group, and you get a whole month of access to the group to get your questions answered. You can come on the Zooms on Sunday nights. I actually do Zooms instead of the StreamYard thing in there, and you can hop on live and chat with me. And to give you a perspective, a 30-minute consultation with me is $475. So just on Sunday night at 6 o'clock, I spent 30 minutes talking to people in my membership group and answering their questions for $27, and they get 4 weeks of that, per month. So it's a pretty deal. Let's see, do I have a little, I do have a ticker for that. Here we go. EssentialOilVet.com/members to join that. But yeah, Carolyn, unfortunately, I don't have a really easy solution for you. But I do recommend you come to that webinar. I think that'll be super helpful to you. Same thing with you, Brittany. My dog has very bad separation anxiety. What do you recommend? There is not like a super simple answer to that. There's a complex problem that it requires a long-term solution. Okay. And I actually did a webinar that you have access to in the membership group on separation anxiety specifically. So and just this last month, I did one on anxiety in general, but I did one last year on separation anxiety that you can actually access still the recording. So for you, it would be 100% worth it for you to head over to that membership group and join. And if you're in there already, just go to the webinars and you'll find it in there. Just look up separation anxiety and you'll find it. Let's see. Tammy, I bought your book. I'm concerned about dilution. I'm unclear how many drops. So dilution in the book, if you go to page 12, there's a dilution guide. So it tells you how to dilute it exactly. And then if you get that pet safety guide, it's on page 15 of that pet safety guide as well. So you guys have access to that dilution guide. Okay. Robin, I wouldn't worry too much. I would do the Roman chamomile. I would give a little pumpkin. It's probably the change in the stress of changing environments, getting a new home, and certainly all the things that have happened, and maybe a change in food possibly, and that sort of thing. So let's see, when is the allergy segment in your group? Once a member can see other topics from past months and recipes. Yes. Once you join, you get access to all the stuff that's already in there, which is over 4 years worth of content, you guys. It is really, really cheap for how much awesome stuff is in there. Plus the weekly Q&As. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. So, and you can join for a year and basically get 2 months free. Cause it's only $270 for the year. So basically you pay for 10 months instead of 12. When you get the annual membership, you save, what is that? $50, 54 bucks. So that's pretty great too. But yes, you can totally see all the previous stuff once you join. And the allergy one is on February 18th. It's Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time is when the live is, if you want to hop on live. Let's see. Tammy, anything for a wild and crazy 10-month-old kitten? Yes, lots of play and lots of play. And certainly you can use some calming oils as well. Diffusing lavender is very helpful. Laura, no. Do you recommend plant therapy? No. Since you brought it up, that is one of the ones that was found to be contaminated, the frankincense. So no, do not use plant therapies, frankincense especially. It caused a lot of problems for the dogs that it was given to. Just recently. Unfortunately, I don't like to do that usually. I don't want to talk bad about companies, but I don't like it when they hurt animals. They do it. I mean, plant therapy is a great company for perfume oils, basically perfume-based oils. They're kind of into the perfuming more than the therapeutic value, and that's fine if you want things that smell great, but not if you're trying to do therapeutic things with your animals for sure. All right, you guys, that is all the time. Yes, all of the things, all things allergy related. I'll be talking about on the 18th for an hour. So, all right, guys, if you want to join the membership group, the website is essentialoilvet.com/members. I hope you all join. We talked about it a lot today. Well, you had really good questions too. So, as you guys know, it's okay if you don't join. Like, I get it. A lot of people are like really tight right now when it comes to money. My husband and I actually had I was thinking about this earlier this week. My husband and I were married and we couldn't afford our mortgage for this was once I was a veterinarian even. And we couldn't afford our mortgage, and so we had to have a roommate for the first 8 years of our marriage. We had a housemate. We basically rented out our guest room in our house, and so it's pretty crazy. We're celebrating number 15 in April. He invited me to Hawaii, which is pretty crazy. I've never been. So if you guys know any really cool places to go hiking in Maui, please let me know, because I'm not really a beach person. All right, you guys, I love you. I will be here every Sunday to answer your questions at 7 p.m. Central Time. I will be here free to answer your questions. I can't get to all of them, obviously. If you want me to answer your question and you didn't get yours answered, join the membership group. It's very low cost. I try to keep it very low cost for you guys, but it is super awesome. I love it. I would totally join. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye.